Hi everyone and welcome back to Stitchy Bee. I'm Cheryl Temple and thanks for tuning in. This week I said I'd give you an update on my second Sew Over It Eve dress, and that's what I'm wearing today. I'll give you a quick twirl. So this is the wrap dress. It's the same version as last time with the high-low hem. I'll show you in a second. But I wanted a straighter sleeve this time just to give something a little bit different. So I'll show you the hem if I can. It's really pretty. So it's shorter at the front and gradually longer at the back. It's not too obvious like some patterns you can get that are a bit more kind of flamenco, but this is quite subtle. It's really quite nice in this fabric, which is a polyester. It looks like a crepe when I bought it online, but it's not. It's finer than that. There's no give in it at all, so you have to be really careful. Now, with the sleeve that they give you for this version with the straight sleeve, it's about 3/4 length. So as you can see, it's quite hot up here in my sewing loft, but we're having a really hot spell of weather in the UK at the moment, so forgive the heat in here. So yeah, with the sleeve I cut it shorter just to be more kind of practical for summer really. And do you know what, I don't think it works because maybe it's the fabric, but I cut the same size sleeve as I did the dress, which is the 14, which I always cut, and it's really quite tight, so you can't lift your arms, whereas with the flutter sleeve you've got a full range of movement. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop these off and make it sleeveless for my holiday, because it is quite hot in this anyway. There's no need to have a sleeve when you're in 30 degrees. So yeah, just watch that. If you make this with a fabric with a bit more give, maybe a viscose, that might be a little bit more forgiving, but there's absolutely no give at all. So yeah, just watch that if you choose the straighter sleeve. It's not the end of the world because there's not much fabric in either sleeve, so cut both and see which you prefer. But yeah, I think I prefer the flutter sleeve. But on this one I'm just going to remove this and make it sleeveless, which will be much better for the holiday. And because of that, it's a little bit more exposed in the chest area, so just watch for that as well. Whereas on my crepe version with the flutter sleeve, that felt quite secure. I didn't feel like I needed to sew a popper or a button in here, whereas this one, yeah, it's probably the fabric that's doing that. So there you go, really happy with this. It's really pretty for the evenings, and I can see me making a couple more of these because they do look quite different, don't they, in each fabric. I'll pop a picture of last week's here to save you flicking back if you don't want to, so you can see how they compare. But lovely pattern and quite quick to sew up too, so have a go. Also this week I've managed to squeeze in another quick make. So again, for summer wear and holidays, I discovered the Ogden Cami, that's from True Bias Patterns. I'll pop a link below so you can go and find it. I think I paid $10 for a PDF version, which is not massively cheap, but I really liked the pattern and there's been loads on Instagram lately. So I'll show you here, and here she is. Now this is made from the most beautiful navy crepe from weaverd.com, and I was lucky enough to pick this up in the sale too, which is always good. It does look quite dark on film. I popped a picture of this on Instagram and it almost looks black. Let me just see if I can show you the fabric close up. I've got plenty left. I bought 2 meters. There you go. And it's not used that much. I've got all this left. So I'd probably say it uses less than a metre, which is really great. Maybe there or thereabouts, don't take my word for it. Now this is one of the most like a ready to wear top I've made. It's absolutely flawless in the way it's finished. And one of the things I like most about it is that there's no interfacing. Hooray! It's one of my bugbears. I hate the ironing on and it bubbles up and it doesn't always wash properly and so on. So this is just lovely. On the inside there is a facing rather than an interfacing. I'll turn it inside out and you can see it properly. It's dead simple. So that's the inside, and as you can see there's a front facing and a back facing, and then the little straps are attached beautifully. And this is very similar to a ready-to-wear top I have, just like this, and there's no difference between them. In fact, I prefer this, which is always nice when you've made something yourself, isn't it? So yeah, really recommend this one. There's plenty of ease in it, which I like because I like things to skim over my stomach area rather than cling. So you might want to check the finished garment size against the things that you usually wear before sewing this. It was perfect for me. So also it's not that long, so it's probably borderline as short as I'd wear these really. I usually like to skim over the top of my jeans or shorts rather than be cropped, but you can see, let's straighten it up so you can see here, so it's just comes to about there. But for summer it's really nice, and I've already started to make another one in this beautiful fabric. I've had this a while. This is a really fine crepe, probably a georgette even. It's quite fine, and I think that'll work really nice. And again, anything with a navy background on crepe, it always goes well with denim, either in shorts or skinnies. So always handy to do those and make those in that colour. So yeah, really recommend that one. So that's it for me this week before I melt up here. I need to get out in the garden again. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to make next week. I'm going to make one more thing for my holiday. So I've got loads of different fabrics and I can't decide which to make next. So I'm going to pop back here and show you what I've made then. So thank you very much for watching and subscribing and everything else. Let me know what you're making. Thank you for your suggestions for my maxi dress. I'm not going to get that made in time for my holidays, but I'm going to make it anyway. I have found, before I go, this maxi dress pattern, which is Vogue. I'll pop it up here so you can see it close up. It's Vogue 9053 and it's very easy, which is always nice. But I really liked the lines and the simple bodice as well, so you could make a shorter dress or a maxi. I bet that would be quite nice as just a skirt as well, because I've got loads of different viscose fabrics and I wonder if I could hack that into a skirt. Quite like the idea of a separate top that matches, so we'll see how I get on. But yeah, I won't manage that for next time. I'll try and do another quick make for summer and see what I come back with. So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to have a cold drink now, it's a bit hot in here. Take care and I'll see you next time. Bye.